they're back. All of them. Odegaard, Saka, Rice, Jesus, all back at London Colney, all in training, and the whole camp is buzzing right now. If you're an Arsenal fan and you're not excited about this weekend, I don't know what to tell you. This is huge. Let me break it all down for you. The training ground news. So here's what's going on. The full squad has returned to London Colney, Arsenal's training ground, and the energy there right now is reportedly really positive. The boys are happy, the staff are happy, and honestly, after the week Arsenal have had, this is exactly what we needed to hear. Odegaard is back in training, Rice is back, Saka is back, Gabriel Jesus is back. These are not just names on a sheet, these are the heartbeat of this Arsenal team. Think about it. When Odegaard plays, Arsenal move differently. The way he controls the tempo, the way he finds pockets between the lines. There's nobody in England doing it like him right now. And Saka, come on. We all know what Saka brings. The pace, the directness, the goals, the assists. Defenders just don't want to deal with him. When Saka is fit and flying, Arsenal look like a completely different side. And then there's Rice. Declan Rice has been absolutely magnificent this season. His ability to protect the back line and then arrive in the box at the right moment, he's been a revelation since joining. Arteta absolutely loves him, and you can see why every single week. And Jesus up front. Look, I know some people have their doubts about him, and honestly, that's a fair conversation. But when Jesus is fit and confident, his movement off the ball is elite. The way he drags centre-backs out of position creates so much space for everyone around him. So all four of these players being back and fit for Saturday, that's a massive deal. Don't sleep on this. Quick question for you guys. Which of these four do you think Arsenal need the most this weekend? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. The game Southampton versus Arsenal, FA Cup quarter-final, right? Let's talk about the actual match. Saturday, April 4th. 8 p.m. kickoff UK time, St Ives Stadium, Southampton, FA Cup quarter-final. It's on BBC One and TNT Sports. Big night, proper big night. Arsenal are in the last 8 of the FA Cup for the first time in 6 years. 6 years. That alone tells you how much this run means. And to get to the semi-finals, they have to go through Southampton. Now, before any Arsenal fan starts relaxing, let me tell you something. Southampton are not a team to take lightly. Yes, they are in the Championship right now. Yes, they got relegated in the most embarrassing way possible last season. Earliest relegation in Premier League history, if you remember. But this FA Cup run they're on, it's genuinely impressive. They knocked out Doncaster Rovers in the 3rd round. Then they beat Leicester City, a Premier League side, after extra time at St Mary's. And then, in the 5th round, they went to Craven Cottage and beat Fulham 1-0. Fulham, away. That is not easy. Anyone who tells you Southampton are a soft touch this weekend is lying to themselves. Their manager Tonda Eckert took over mid-season when things were falling apart, and he has turned that dressing room around completely. They're unbeaten in over 10 games across all competitions right now. The crowd at St Mary's on a cup night is going to be loud, emotional, and fully behind them. This is the kind of game where complacency kills you. We've seen it happen before. Remember how these nights go. The Championship side, the cup magic, the upset nobody wanted. Arsenal cannot afford to go there thinking this is a free win. The bigger picture, what this means for Arsenal. Here's the thing though, Arsenal right now are in an incredible position. They are sitting top of the Premier League, 9 points clear. 9, that is not a small cushion. That is Arteta's team doing exactly what they've been building towards for years. This could genuinely be the season where the title finally comes home to the Emirates. But here's what makes this season even more exciting. Arsenal are still in the Champions League. They are still in the FA Cup. A treble is not a crazy idea right now. It's actually on the table. And that's why this Southampton game matters so much. Not just for the result, but for the momentum, for the belief, for what a semi-final appearance does to this squad mentally. If Arsenal go to St Mary's, get the win and set up a Wembley semi-final, the energy in that dressing room going into the final stretch of the Premier League season would be enormous. That's the kind of confidence that wins titles. So yeah, this game is big, really big. Do you think Arsenal can do the treble this season? Be honest. Let me know below. The Fabrizio Romano corner, what's happening off the pitch? Now let's talk transfer news for a second, because Romano has been busy and there are a few things worth knowing as an Arsenal fan. First, the Sandro Tonali situation. Romano has confirmed that Arsenal are genuinely interested in bringing the Newcastle midfielder to the Emirates in the summer. He said there is a possibility that Tonali considers leaving Newcastle and that Arsenal are one of the clubs monitoring the situation. Now this is interesting. Think about what Tonali would bring. He's a box-to-box midfielder with incredible energy and technical quality. He's the kind of player who makes everyone around him better. He covered every blade of grass at Newcastle and was one of their most important players before injury. If Arsenal can bring him in alongside Rice and Odegaard, that midfield becomes genuinely frightening. The problem, Newcastle don't want to sell. Reports suggest they could ask for around £85, 90 million. That's a big number. And with Juventus also reportedly interested, this won't be a quiet or simple transfer. But Romano says the conversations will happen around March and April between agents and Newcastle, so watch this space. This story is very much alive. Then there's the Victor Valdepeñas situation. Romano confirmed Arsenal are monitoring this 19-year-old Real Madrid centre-back. He mainly plays at the back but can cover left. The kid made his Real Madrid first-team debut just a few months ago and is already attracting interest from some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Arsenal are on his list. Dortmund and Leverkusen are too. Now, does Arsenal actually need Valdepeñas right now? Maybe not urgently, but think long-term. Saliba and Gabriel are a fantastic partnership, but having a young, technically gifted defender coming through makes total sense for a club with title ambitions. The risk is Real Madrid don't want to sell, and they have him contracted until 2029. So Arsenal would need to make it worth everyone's while. And finally, Romano also flagged that Arsenal want to add a midfielder in the summer window. This is the plan of the club, he said. Whether that's Tonali or someone else entirely, the intention is clear. Arteta wants more depth and quality in the middle of the park. Which transfer do you want Arsenal to prioritise this summer? Tonali in midfield or a young defender like Valdepeñas? Tell me below. My honest take, fan perspective, let me be straight with you. I think Arsenal win on Saturday, with the full squad back, with the momentum they have, and with how well Arteta has this team organised. I genuinely believe they go to St Mary's and get the job done. But I won't sit here and pretend it's a guarantee, because it's not. Cup football is weird. Southampton have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Their crowd will be loud. Their players will run through walls for 90 minutes. And if Arsenal switch off for even 20 minutes, it can go wrong very quickly. What I want to see from Arsenal is the same intensity and focus they showed against Chelsea and Spurs in recent weeks. That level, that energy, no arrogance, no assumption. Just go there, work hard, play their football and get the result. And look, Odegaard being back is the key factor for me personally. When Odegaard doesn't play, Arsenal lose that creative control in the final third. The team looks a bit flat, a bit predictable. When he plays, different, completely different. Arsenal look like a team that knows exactly what it's doing. So if he's fully fit and starts on Saturday, I fancy Arsenal to win this comfortably. A word on the Premier League title race since we're here. I have to mention it. 9 points clear at the top. Next game in the league is Bournemouth on April 11th. Arsenal have been so consistent this season, it's actually almost scary. The defensive record is excellent. The goals are flowing. And the big players keep delivering in big moments. Honestly, if Arsenal win the FA Cup and the title this season, that would be 2 trophies in what is already a historic campaign. And the Champions League is still alive too. This club has worked so hard to get to this point. Arteta has worked so hard, the players have worked so hard, and the fans have waited so long. This feels like the year, it genuinely does. So here's where we are. The squad is back, the mood is good, the big players are healthy and training, and on Saturday night, under the lights at St Mary's, Arsenal have a chance to put one foot in the FA Cup semi-finals. This is what we've been building towards. This is what all those years of hurt and near misses were leading to. And right now, this Arsenal squad has everything it needs to go and take it. Don't miss Saturday night. It's going to be a big one.